Hi, welcome to Climb Strong Q&A. I'm Alex Bridgewater. Today we have a question from Ivan. His question is, or his email is, I don't know which plan is the best for me and my girlfriend. We have been training for 2 years. Now we want to train for route climbing, but I don't know which plan is the best for us. Route climbing, aerobic capacity, endurance, etc. Thanks so much. So my first response to this question would be a hard one, which is it depends. These types of questions that are asked of us a lot, and they come with kind of a lack of knowledge on our side, so it's really hard for us to answer the question itself of what should we do for training. A few questions I have for Ivan would be, what have you been doing for the past 2 years for training, or you and your girlfriend? The next question I would have for the two of you is, are you both climbing at the same level? And then we could keep going deep into this. Are you specifically a boulderer? Have you rope climbed in the past? Are you a sport climber or a trad climber? Do you prefer single pitch climbing to multi-pitch climbing? Are we talking about big long single days or multiple days on a big wall? And so my request to Ivan would be maybe starting to clean up the question a little bit. And so adding in specifics like a little bit of history on the two of you, you and your girlfriend. So like, what kind of grades are you climbing? V grades for bouldering, or when we're talking about sport grades, are you climbing 510? Are you climbing 513? Those are big differences when we're talking about putting specifics into a training program, and which specific training program to do for yourself. What type of climbing, again going back to what type of climbing do you prefer to do? Do you prefer bouldering? Are you afraid of clipping bolts? These are all big ticket items that we as coaches would need to know to give a educated guess as to what that athlete should be doing for the future. And then we would love to know like specific goals, like what do you want to base your training around? Are you trying to climb the hardest grade you've ever climbed, regardless if it's 511 or 514? Or are you trying to put together a large multi-pitch in one day, something that is like between 15 and 30 pitches in a day? Or are you trying to climb something on El Cap that might take, 7 days in a row of climbing? These are all of the questions that we are thinking about when we're trying to answer specific questions given to us. And without the specific knowledge base or background of the athlete themselves, we have a really hard time giving you an appropriate answer. And so what we would ask of an incoming question or a question from an athlete would be, do your homework before you write these emails out to us. So like, we want to be able to see and know that you've done some research on your own, like read the books or read the programs on our website, or anybody else's books or websites. Put a little bit of knowledge base behind those questions to that we can see the effort that you've made, because this is our job, and we want to be able to answer your questions in a timely manner and not have to take hour upon hour to answer the question that you've provided us with.